So which do you like better, gold stars or gold bars? Well, if you're like me, the answer is both, right? But when it comes to productivity problem number 5, time productivity or lack of time value, the question gold stars versus gold bars is fundamental to overcoming this productivity problem. This is number 5 in a series on the 6 major productivity problems. I'm Nicole Whipp, and this is Healthy Success 101, where smart success is all about overcoming burnout and overwhelm. All right, so gold stars versus gold bars. What do I actually mean by that? You know, one of the things that I ask myself all the time when I am getting caught up, especially in things that I like to do that make me feel good, is really, am I doing this because it's making me feel good, also known as the gold star, or am I doing this because it's actually moving my career, my business, and my bank account forward, the gold bar? So often it's very easy to get caught up in doing things that are gold star things. And a lot of examples that I could use about this, and I am definitely a victim of this, right? I mean, if you don't know anything about me, I will tell you this. I was that kid that was, in elementary school that always raised my hand and had the answer for the teacher. That kid that's so annoying, that was me. And I went to law school and I did all those things like, gold star, gold star, gold star, right? I loved the gold stars. But as I've gotten older, I've realized, and especially in business, that I cannot be chasing the gold star all the time because they are not necessarily the things that get us the gold bars. One of the things that I see with my teammates a lot, okay, so I have a lot of team members that love to make checklists, and you may be a person that's like that as well. You love checklists, you'll love the checklist, right? And so in the morning you get up or, before you start something, the first thing you're going to do is make a checklist, right? Well, that's great, but are you actually then sitting down and then doing the things in the checklist? And are you making a checklist every single time you sit down? Because if that's the case, then I have to say something to you. You're probably not really getting a lot done. You're making a checklist, but the checklist is the gold star. The doing is the gold bar. And that's really one of the fundamental differences. For me, sometimes gold star things are, I like to do certain things in marketing that really seem fun to me, a lot of interviews and things like that. And in some cases, those things are also gold bar items. But for the most part, doing interviews, being on podcasts and stuff like that, they're great. I love it, but they're gold star, not necessarily gold bar things for me in my business. And so I have to very carefully weigh that. And so that's something that I really encourage you. If you are trying to get a handle on your productivity, ask yourself every time you're doing something, is this, and try to be honest with yourself, is this a gold star or is this a gold bar? And if it is a gold star, can I move it to a gold bar thing? Because at the end of the day, the gold bar stuff, the stuff that moves you forward in your career, the things that move you forward to your goals, the things that put money in your pocket or bring you money in your business are the gold bar things. Gold star things can lead to gold bar things, but often we're doing things that are really just gold star feel good things and not gold bar getting things done, putting money in the pocket things. Also, another aspect of time productivity and lack of time value is this concept I call like trying to be the lone wolf, or maybe a better way of saying this is like be the superhero or superheroine or do it all. One of the things that people say to me all the time, and I wish I had $1 for every time somebody said this to me, and then also I wish I had $1 for every time I thought it in my own head, which is, oh, if I don't do it, then it's not going to get done right? I have to do all these things because if I don't do it, then it doesn't get done properly. Well, I challenge that thought process because while in some instances it may be true, the reality is that you do not have to be the person that does all the things. This is a time value excuse that a lot of us can fall back on, or a lot of us are victims of it for a variety of reasons. One of which is that it's sort of a value in our society to be like the superhero and be the person that can do everything. And especially if you're a highly capable person, this is something you really fall victim to, is like being the kind of person that feels like everything falls on you. Because when you're a highly capable person, people like to ask you to be the one to do them. It feels good. It's a gold star feeling to be the person that's relied upon, that people know gets things done, and to know that you're the kind of person that can do things. These are really values that we admire in our society. And then of course, then we act accordingly. But the reality is that you don't need to do all the things. And when you try to do all the things, if you remember from my last video, myself talking about workhorse versus racehorse, you're going to become that workhorse. It's going to be devastating to you over the period of time. You need to learn how to treat yourself like that racehorse. Get your time value back. Don't try to be the superhero. Ask for help or hire help if that's what's going to work for you. But either way, getting help is a freedom thing, and it's also a productivity thing. There are people out there that can do the things as well as you can. You just need to find them. So that is productivity problem number 5. And let's move on to productivity problem number 6.